Okay, Ron, you can take it away.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Let's start with the call to order and roll call. And let's see, who's here? Rosalie Williamson, are you here?
Yes, I am.
And Jeannie Farrington?
I am. We are together.
Okay, and then Larry Bradbury.
Here.
Okay. So Josh, then are we going to have any reading of the previous minutes or anything like that? Or are we going right to the review of the mayor and councilman salaries? Or
We will go right into the review of the salaries. I don't have minutes from the last meeting for review.
okay,
I think Molly's already administratively just posted them. So
okay, and that's something you're going to do, correct?
yep, I'll walk you through the memo that I sent you here momentarily.
Okay, great.
I'm going to bring online my assistant city clerk, Tiffany Allement. She just started with us a couple weeks ago, so
Okay.
you'll have a chance to meet her. She's going to sit in and observe this meeting.
Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany.
All right, so yeah, in the packet for the meeting, you should each have received the memo that I sent out from last week. Basically, what I've just done is gone ahead and pulled the mayor and the city council members to see what their workload kind of looks like right now in comparison to past years. We have a brand new mayor as of January 1st, Tracy Markley. I don't know if any of you have had a chance to meet her yet or not, but she's been doing a great job since she started January 1st. And we also have 4 new council members as of January 1st. So we're getting them all on board and up to speed. To start off with, we can look at the mayor's salary. Currently, that's at $19.31 a month plus benefits. That includes full medical, dental, and vision, along with a 401(a) contribution from the city. The current allocation for all of the dental, medical, and vision is $336.24, but depending on the mayor and the situation, that could go as high as $2522.73 a month. If we were paying for medical and dental for like an entire family, I think that's the maximum number it could reach.
I'm sorry, what's the maximum number it could reach?
It could be up to $2,500 a month, $2522.73. I'm going to share the screen so you can actually see the memo that I sent at the same time. I think that might help. Let's see if I can pull that up. Can you all see that okay?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I'm just going to walk through this. So yeah, hopefully you can.
But can I ask one question, Josh?
Sure.
So as far as our new mayor goes, Tracy, so she does have a family, right? And a couple daughters. So will you be paying more then? Will they have the benefits, or will her benefits be $336? I'm a little confused on that.
That is what it currently is. Her personal situation and medical coverage, I don't really have any info on that or can really get into that. But what we are currently paying for her is the $336.24.
Okay.
Just in general, though, in the future, if we have a different mayor, it could fluctuate as high as that 25-22 number.
But it's not going to change for her. It's going to stay at the 336.
I can't really guarantee that. I mean, her situation could change. It could fluctuate. So
okay.
Yeah. And then for hours worked, I know from our past meetings with Mayor Kuhn that he was working a considerable number of hours, probably at least 40 a week, and sometimes often more than that. What we found with Mayor Markley is that she's putting in at least 40 hours a week as well currently. We're transitioning to a new full-time city administrator. So Tony Piasecki has been our interim city administrator for the last 9 months or so. He's done a great job, but we're transitioning now to Linda Kelly, who's actually starting today. She'll be taking over as the permanent city administrator. And I think that Mayor Markley's hope is that once things kind of get settled and back on track, that the mayor will kind of transition more to a part-time role. I don't know how realistic that expectation is or when that will happen. my sense is that for the foreseeable future, it's going to be pretty close to a full-time role. So I think the desire is there to move it to part-time, but maybe not realistically anytime soon. Just for comparison, I put the numbers in from 2016, which was the year before the last year of Mayor Guernsey's term. And she was estimating 20 hours a week with a salary of $1,600 a month. And then I've also provided a chart of the current salaries for some very comparable cities that we've tracked down. These cities are all cities that have a strong mayor, so a working mayor position, and they also employ a full-time city administrator. So I can't say for sure if the mayors that are listed here are considered full-time or part-time, but they do all have full-time city administrators that go along with the mayor. So the city is paying for both the city administrator and the mayor position. And then as you can see from this chart, when you look at the position comments, we provide the full medical and dental, and that's pretty unique to us. There's a couple of other cities that provide some benefits as well, but the full benefits package is something that's fairly unique to Gig Harbor. So that's something to take into consideration with the salary that we provide. Any questions on the mayor role or the salary or anything that I've covered here?
None from me.
I have no questions.
I have no questions.
Okay.
Barrington.
Great. Then I'll move down. We'll go over the council members' salaries. Council members get $713 per month with no benefits. They don't have any vision, medical, dental, no retirement contribution. So they are at $713 a month. I pulled them to see how many hours they're working, and the average between the 7 council members is 66 hours a month. The highest reporting was 100 and the lowest was around 40. I suspect that number might be a little bit high because of the number of new council members that are coming on and just the amount of time they have to spend getting familiar with the city and what their role is. But I think that's pretty close to a realistic expectation going forward, maybe around 60 hours a month or so. And then for comparison, if we go back to 2016, like we did with the mayor, the council members were reporting about 27 hours worked per month with a salary of $650 per month. And then below, I've got a similar table of comparison with other cities. This one I expanded a little bit to add a few more local cities like Bremerton and City of University Place. They're a little bit larger cities, but they're kind of in the same geographic neighborhood as us. Just so you can kind of see that a little bit wider scope there. Any questions about the council member salaries or the data for them?
Barrington, I have a question. Do we lose candidates because of salary?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't think we would really know if there was someone that wanted to run for city council but didn't because the pay wasn't high enough, or run for mayor but didn't because the pay wasn't high enough. My guess would be that if the salaries or rates were really were a lot higher and more competitive, like with a regular working position, that we might get more applicants looking to get the role just as an actual job. But I don't know if that would really happen or not.
So Josh, are you looking for a recommendation from each of us on what to do as far as a proposed new salary for the mayor and for the council members?
Yeah, I think that is really kind of up to you as a group what you want to see happen here. You can make the recommendation to leave the salary the same or raise it or decrease it. It's really, that's the function of your committee. So
okay, so if I can just put in my 2 cents on this and then see what the other people think. So when I look at the mayor's the mayor's salary, I'm looking at, comparable population. So like the city of Snoqualmie, city of Lake Forest Park, city of Cedro-Woolley, city of Sumner, they're all about the same population. And it seems like on the mayor's side, we might be a little bit low, even when I add in the benefits and whatnot. Because if we add in the medical, dental, vision, and the 401A, then the total comes to about $2,386. So we're just about, we're under just a little bit. And so I was going to suggest, and we have inflation at about 8.5%. If we were to increase the mayor's salary by 8.5%, that would be $2,095 would now be the new salary. And if we add in the benefits, then it ends up $2,550. And that's pretty much in line with the other cities. So that's my suggestion. I just want to throw that out there, see what other people think. And then when I look at the councilman, ours seemed to be a pretty fair monthly salary when looking at those same cities of city of Snoqualmie, city of Lake Forest Park, city of Cedro-Woolley, city of Sumner. We're kind of maybe actually on the high end, except for that, what is it? The city of Sumner is quite high, but for the rest of them, we're above that. So to me, it seems like the councilman's salary is fair. But I'll let, I'm interested in the feedback from the other commissioners. That's my 2 cents.
Well, I see these positions as essentially volunteer community positions in their nature. And particularly for council members, that this monthly stipend is almost more to cover expenses than any sort of monetary compensation that comes from the hours worked. For the council members, I agree that we're right where we need to be. Because of inflation this past year and what's expected to come in the next year, I could support an increase for council members' compensation of about 10%, 8 to 10%. And part of that expectation is that other cities are going to be considering the same thing this year because of current economic conditions. The same comment would apply toward the mayor's compensation, except that we really do not have a handle on how much effort that will entail. Is it going to be 20 odd hours a month, or is it going to move to 40? If it's going to move to 40, then we need to consider a significant increase in that compensation, because it then becomes essentially a full-time position.
Okay, Rosalie or Jeannie, do you have any thoughts?
This is Jean. I agree with both of you that they should be up. I always do some research also with the state of Washington, just because they're a big pool. And they define us, I believe there are 4 cities that were put in with. The cost of living for this year is 4.75, and it's projected to be 2.9 next year. It's supposed to fall. So the very lowest we would want to go is 4.75 to 5 point. But I have no objection going to 8 if that's the recommendation of the others.
I agree with Jeannie.
Under the state of Washington, under the union part, they're going back and they're making lump, because CODA is and I could be mistaken, correct me if I am from what I read, is capped at 3%, but they really believe they owed employees more money than that. So to make up the difference between 3 and 4.75, if they have been employed in the past year and are currently employed at the state level, they're receiving a one-time bulk payment depending on their job skill and whatever. So they're moving up. And I think it's a real clicker to us that we have to move up as well.
Well, I think regarding the council members, we're somewhat in agreement that we might want to be somewhere between that 5 and 10% increase. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what I'm suggesting.
Uh-huh.
I would suggest, based on the conversation I've been hearing, that 8% would be an agreeable figure.
Yeah, if we, I was looking at the cost of inflation, that's why I use that 8.5%. And that would end up $773 would be the new amount for the council members. Is everybody, would we round that off to 775 and call it good, or?
Would you like a motion?
Yes, could we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we increase pay to 7.75%.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
I need a clarification. Are we talking about $775 a month?
Yes.
The motion said 7.75%. So
No,
I'm sorry.
$775, correct, per month?
Correct. I'm sorry.
Yes.
For the commissioners.
Yes.
I will second 775 a month.
And all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so that motion is passed. Then we can move on now to the mayor's salary. So, I was looking at 8.5% on that, and it sounded like maybe Larry was maybe looking a little bit higher. And there was a question regarding how much time she has to spend. Maybe we need to increase that. So I'm open to suggestions on that. Let me know your thoughts.
Yeah, Ron, if I can weigh in again, I'll just from my experience, I started here shortly after Mayor Kuhn started. And since I've been here, I've not seen either mayor work less than 40 hours a week. So that is kind of the current benchmark right now. I think the desire is to have it less than that and go back to the former 20 hours a week or so. I don't know when that will happen or if that's a realistic goal or not, but that's what I've seen since I've been here. So the 20 hours a week may or may not be realistically reflecting what the mayor actually does.
Okay, and
We offer a very robust benefits package, obviously, which I think is certainly very important and a big factor in the amount of compensation we would offer. I would certainly be willing to support Ron's suggestion of 8.5% as a minimum.
okay, and Rosalie, Jean,
I would support that.
Yes, I would support that.
okay, so we're at 8.5%, but I'm hearing from Larry that he might possibly think we should go a little higher. Or Larry, are you okay with the 8.5%?
I'm okay with the 8.5. Personally, I would be willing to support 10%.
Yeah, if we think there's been more time spent, I'm okay with that 10% also.
I believe 10% is 21.24 a month and 8.5% is 20.95 a month.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, 1.1 times 19.
Okay, here we are. We're only talking,
Yeah, 21,
Yeah.
24.
That's not much.
no,
Yeah, not much difference. So yeah.
no,
No,
I
we
would
would
go to 10.
We would both go to 10.
Okay, do I have a motion then?
I move that we make the raise 10%.
I second.
Which means that we're talking about the mayor's salary, and the motion is to raise it to $2,124 a month. And I
That's what I
heard,
have.
yeah, correct. Okay, and I heard a second. And all those in favor?
I,
Aye.
Aye. And so it sounds like everybody's in favor, so the motion passes.
Rosalie, was that you that made the motion or was that Jean? Sorry. I didn't.
That was Rosalie.
Okay, great. That is unanimously passing.
Yes.
Okay, so the next steps after this is I will publish these two recommended salaries, or the salaries that you've set, the $775 for the council members and the $21.24 for the mayor. Those will get posted twice in the Tacoma News Tribune, and after the second posting in the News Tribune, they'll become the official salaries 30 days after that second posting.
Okay. So
And that is all we need from you.
so we got a motion to adjourn.
I move for adjournment.
I second Barrington.
All right. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Everybody have a great day.
Yeah.
You too. Thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.